Hey, hey, what's going on? What's happening out there? This is Introvert Boricua. I'm doing kind of like a bit of an impromptu live stream, trying to have, trying to keep the difficulties and the struggling to a minimum. Anybody listening, feel free to post in the chat. We're gonna get to the subject soon enough. Just wanna make sure that I can get some people coming in, and I already see that we got at least our elder, Don Jose Negron. What's going on? Yeah, I mean, I know that I haven't, I know that I'm not very consistent. I know that, hey, Don Jose, you have told me all the time. The last few days have been a little difficult for me, personal stuff that I'm dealing with. So I really haven't been too much in the mood for it. It's kind of like what if you remember if you remember what our girl Christina was talking about. Sometimes she has other things and she doesn't feel like in the mood to do this. I know, Don Jose. I know. I know that you are on a countdown. You're always looking forward to the cold. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not looking forward to the cold. It's not for me. It's never been. So for real, don't insist on that. But now that you wanna talk a little, since you wanna talk about the weather, um, it's nice. It's still nice and warm out here. It's still nice and warm. I'm talking about still triple digits, triple digit temperatures. We're still dealing with that now. We're already in September. This is around the time when it's supposed to start coming down. So it's gonna be already 3 months that we have been dealing with triple digit temperatures. It's getting a little ridiculous. So if it were to go down to just under 100, I'll be happy because that's what I grew up with anyway. So I wouldn't mind. That, I wouldn't mind. That will be all right. That will be just fine. Yeah, Don Jose, I was needing a break. Again, it's because I have been dealing with some things, some personal things. So, uh, it's kind of like what you were saying that you were dealing. But that's part of it. What you were talking about that you were dealing with some medical things, things that have to do with your health. I'm dealing with things that have to do with my health too. I mean, because I do need an operation. We're getting old, Don Jose. We're getting old. And that is not nice and warm. Hey, I like it. I like it fairly nice and warm. It's just that when it comes to actually it being hot, you can ask you can ask Morena about that. What's going on, girl? Blood Moon. It's been a while. Haven't seen you. Hope everything is okay with you. Maybe we'll go down to the 20s. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. The topic I'm gonna be touching a little bit on the whole thing on with Britannic Ryanair. I know that by now a lot of people have already talked about it. It's just that I hadn't touched on it because I have been dealing with more important stuff. But I do want to get that out of the way because there is another subject, more serious subject, more important subject that I may touch on it tomorrow. If not tomorrow on Sunday, but it's gonna be something more important that has to do with uncontrolled jealous rage, what it can do. But that's something that I may get into that tomorrow. Morena, ¿qué pasó? ¿Cómo está la cosa, ma? ¿Todo bien? Hey, yeah. I mean, if finally cooled down a bit. Were you out and about at about say 2, 3 in the afternoon because that's when it's at its hottest, and it did go up a little over 110. So yeah, it may have cooled down a bit, but but if it goes from 116 to 110, yeah, it does. It is cooled down, but it's still just a little bit uncomfortable. Okay. Uh, Recap. I didn't hear the story. What you're talking about, Morena? What is it that you're talking about the recap? No, I'm gonna touch into the Brittany Radar because I haven't actually seen the video. I have heard about it. I have heard about the whole thing about what happened, and I know that there have been many people reacting to that about the interview that Brittany Renner had with Charleston White and how did it go. Um, but I haven't actually seen it, so that's what I'm gonna do right now. And I'm actually glad that you guys came up because if you knew something and you wanted to add some commentary, then I'm gonna be looking uh, at the chat. It's gonna be you say it's gonna be on in the 90s all week, but you're talking about New York, right? Um, uh, yeah, I went to when I was in New York. It was all right. It was all right. Even though it's kind of like it was kind of in the middle of the summer, but at the beginning of August, I did go. I stayed in Queens for a few days, and it didn't feel hot to me. It felt warm. If you were walking around under the sun, yeah, you will sweat a little bit, but you weren't cooking. It didn't feel like you were in a sauna. I was home and I didn't need the fan and the AC as well. That's good. That's good. Maybe where you're at, but I still needed to have my fan on at least. But the thing is that when it got to like 2, 3 in the afternoon, it did got kind of warm, so I did have to turn on the AC for a little while. Yeah, I don't have it on. I don't have it on right now. I don't have it on right now. I don't need it right now. Talking about Morena, you're talking about the thumbnail. I'm gonna get into that right in a moment. Just wanted to get to all of the all of the comments. Who who Queens? Do I have family there? No, no, no. I was just staying there because I was visiting my friend. I was visiting my girlfriend. She's in New York right now, handling some things. Yeah, but I did have a chance to go there, but I didn't go. I didn't get to go around too many places, but I did have a chance to go around Manhattan a little bit. It was all right. It was a good time. I do have some. I do have some images, but we can get into that later. So Let me just get to. Let me just get to that whole thing. Yeah, because it did get to, it did become a shit show. The thing is that I found the clip, and it wasn't necessarily like at the beginning of the interview because it's been chopped up into pieces. Let me see. I'm gonna play the clip, and I'm gonna see. Let me see if I can look at the comments on my phone. Okay. All right. I'm gonna start playing it. You guys watch and listen.
PJ just got an amazing contract.
Mm.
How does that make you feel as a woman knowing that's your baby father? What is your first view on that?
Honestly, I want my child's father to win.
Exactly.
It's just what it is. And regardless of what people say,
Fair use for the meaning the for the purposes of making commentary on it. I'm not trying to repost anything. I don't want this to be taken down. I don't want to get a strike. So fair use, fair use. A lot of people have been playing this, and this adds to the views for the dancer project. So hopefully they don't come at me with some copyright strike BS. So let's continue.
I believe he deserves whatever he feels he's worthy of. So, whatever that contract looks like, that's what it looks like. And I didn't have a child. I had a second degree tear. You know what that looks like?
I'm gonna say
No.
just say no.
Hello?
I'm gonna say no for all of
Is
us.
everybody fucking
I'm just gonna
listening?
say no.
Hello?
Yeah, you
A
yourself.
second degree tear?
Okay, why all of a sudden she's starting to yell? People, from what I reckon, from what I could observe, everybody was just listening to what she was saying. Everybody was letting her speak and listening to what she was saying. Why all of a sudden she starts yelling?
You know what that looks like?
I mean,
think we
that
do.
boy was that big when you had him.
He was, I think it was 8.1.5,
That means she had a
Big
big
boy.
baby.
almost 9 pounds, right?
Another NBA player.
Does that matter to you? Does that matter to you? Who had such a motherfucking opinion about me?
Wait,
Does that
time out.
matter?
It's group.
Hold
My
on.
opinion changed, but
Hold
yeah,
on! Answer the motherfucking question.
no. No, it didn't initially. No, hell no.
Okay, I had a second degree tear. That means they sewed me up.
Yeah, okay.
Right. You know what that means? That means I love that motherfucker. My pussy was fucking split open for him.
Right.
You understand that? He was 9 pounds.
Big boy.
Okay.
Gratefully, I had a 5-pound baby.
Good for you.
Bless,
My
bless.
baby was almost 9 pounds.
Big boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's just
Okay, all right. I'm not trying to make fun about the fact that it was very uncomfortable to give birth. I will never know what it is to give birth, but my beloved mother, who is resting right now, when I was born, I was about 9 pounds myself. I mean, and she took it, she handled it, never complained. She never went around complaining about the fact that I was a big baby. And it may have been uncomfortable for her because when I was born, I was about 9 pounds. So, like, okay, it's too bad that she had to get kind of like had to get stitches or whatever it is to fix it up. But the thing is that it's fixed, and the baby came out healthy. That's what is important. She's fine. She seems to be healthy. The baby came out healthy. Okay, so it turned up a little bit. It can be fixed. So what am I missing? What am I missing? My mom had me. I was 9 pounds myself.
what it is. All right.
No, I wanted to say that because I think it is important. A lot of people do
What's important?
that. You do wish well for them.
Most.
Here's the thing. Let me just tell you, you and every one of the motherfuckers that are commenting, she doing too much. She
Fuck 'em.
at the end of the day, this pussy had a second degree tear. Do you know what that means?
You just taught us.
ripped,
What is it?
ripped,
Thank you, Charleston.
ripped open.
Ripped.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, boy had a head like his daddy.
Ma'am.
Boy had a head like his daddy.
Damn, Chips Ahoy.
All right.
Hold on.
So a ripped fucking vagina. Let me hold on.
Say it again. Say it again. For the people in the back.
Let me tell you something. 50 pounds. Do you hear what I'm saying?
That boy born 50 pounds.
No, you gained.
I gained 50 pounds.
Oh shit.
Charleston, 50 pounds. That's just somebody, I'm just whatever. It's about money. Let me tell you something. I can't be bought.
Hello.
That's what all these people in the chat can't seem to understand. They think I can be bought. They think that it's just about money. It's just whatever. It's the highest bidder. I believe in true love.
Hello.
I heard her say that, but you
I
know
said
we
it
be thinking-
100 fucking times.
Huh.
Hey, listen,
Hello.
Oh,
hey, listen, now listen.
Listen to what I'm fucking saying. Shut the fuck up when a real bitch is talking.
Okay.
Shut up.
okay. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell is wrong? Okay. What the hell is wrong with this girl? The first is she's the guest. She's the guest, and the guys there, they are giving her respect, but she's being very disrespectful to the platform. And they have a decent sized platform. It's not like my tiny little channel, my nothing channel. And I still wouldn't let somebody start yelling and cussing and like, hey, have some decorum. You want to be respected? Carry yourself as a respectable person. Have some decorum and respect somebody's house.
Okay.
Get
Shut
the
the
room.
fuck up.
Take the room.
Here we
Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Yes, ma'am. Here we go.
Because I'm a real fucking bitch. You hear what I'm saying?
Talk.
And I care. And I'm a hopeful romantic. But I can't control. At the end of the day, I try to force something that wasn't mine. That wasn't my person. And that's okay. He's sitting over there motherfucking. Shut the fuck up.
Oh shit.
Shut up.
Okay, did she just throw a bottle? A full bottle of water. She just threw a bottle at somebody. This is a setting where people are trying to interview her, trying to have a chat with her, and she's throwing bottles at people. Now, what the hell? What the hell? What the hell makes her think that that's okay? But before that, what I wanted to say is that, okay, she seems a little salty about the whole thing with PJ Washington, because apparently he has gone over the rookie contract in the NBA, and now he's getting the extension, which is worth several $1 million, like $50 million. And that's like 50 million reasons for her to be a little salty. But that doesn't justify this. That doesn't justify her grabbing things and start throwing at them. Who the hell does she think she is? Evelyn Lozada? Remember her? Nobody hears about her anymore because of her antics.
Shut the fuck up when I'm talking.
That's peripheral.
Shut up.
That's peripheral.
Seriously, shut the fuck up when I'm talking. Because if you ever felt real love to where you have a motherfucking second degree tear, hello?
Wait. No. He didn't mean it.
Hello?
He didn't mean
Oh
it.
shit.
Hello? You don't know what it's fucking like.
Oh shit.
Okay, did she?
I'm sorry. I meant to hit this nigga.
Wrong guy.
Let
So
me
she,
tell you
Wrong guy,
something.
champ. Wrong guy,
Shut the
champ.
fuck up.
so she actually did hit somebody. Now that she threw something up again, and she actually did hit somebody. That should be the moment when the interview should have been over. If not, somebody calling 911. That's physical assault. That's physical assault. That's every reason for somebody to start dialing up 911 on her. You can't do that. This is that whole empowerment thing. Am I right or am I wrong? That's what it seems like. That whole empowerment thing. Golly. I'll be over the I'll be over the comments in a moment because I can't look at the comments at the same time as I do this because it's gonna be looking more janky than it already is. So let's continue with this.
This right here is about to go. Let me tell you something.
We good.
Shut up
We good,
when I'm
we good.
fucking talking.
No, seriously, yo, come on.
Yo, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hit you. I meant to hit that nigga. Because you sitting over here laughing.
All right, chill. Relax.
I ain't chilling.
Relax.
Because at the end of the day,
Remember.
Perdóname, anywhere.
Okay, excuse the interruption.
it ain't your pussy. Hey, listen. I hear you.
That ain't cool, lady. For real, I'm not part of this.
Hey, listen. That's fine. But guess what? You protecting him is what it is. Is it not? Is it not? Is it not?
She hit the wrong nigga.
Hey,
Champ.
don't be sitting over here laughing.
I'm not here to
Let me tell you, I ain't talking to you. I ain't talking to him right here. I ain't talking about. Then bat me in my
Champ.
shit. Then
Champ, she cool.
Apologies,
Champ,
Champ.
let her
Shit.
Champ, let her
Apologies, champ.
bat me in my shit.
I don't hit women, yo.
That all right? Then shut the
Shannon
fuck
Briggs
up.
right here. Trip it out. We're good.
Apologies, champ.
At the end of the day,
Yeah, of course she's gonna be taunting a grown man to hit her because she knows that he can't. So of course she's gonna be doing that. You see what I'm saying? There are women that abuse that shit. That abuse their right of not being touched or hit or something like that. There are women that abuse that shit. This is what some of us guys are trying to tell women, but then we get told, don't be a bitch. Like, really? This is what we have to withstand here. We have to stand and take that shit. And all of those guys are restraining themselves. They're being very restrained. They're trying to keep it professional, but I don't know what this girl was smoking.
all right, I don't give a fuck. You talking about lady? I don't care. At the end of the day, nobody knows what I went through. Nobody knows what I'm going through. So nobody, you, him.
Okay, what she's going through doesn't justify her throwing things at people, physically assaulting other people. It doesn't justify it. She needs to get that through her head.
Him, whoever the fuck, you don't get to sit here and talk about shit. Ain't nobody drunk bitch talking about nothing.
We family
What's
here.
up?
We family here.
What's up?
We family here.
What's up?
We
Champ,
family.
champ. No,
I
we
ain't
good,
talking about
champ.
nothing.
We all right, champ.
We
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 all
ain't
right,
talking
champ.
about nothing.
We family.
This is Charleston's people, not mine.
She all right,
It's
champ.
Charleston's
She all right,
people.
champ.
No, we family. We
He
family.
say you all right.
I ain't no fucking security, bitch.
I don't give a fuck what you talking
Come on,
about.
champ, champ,
Bat me
champ.
in my
champ.
shit then.
It's all good.
Bat me in my shit then.
Come on.
Then shut the fuck up.
Pass me a bottle of water.
Chill.
Yeah, but
Let's
hit your
relax.
motherfucking buzzer, bitch.
All right, let's reset the room. Let's reset the
It
room.
is what it
guys.
is.
Let's reset the room.
It
guys.
is what it is.
Everybody cool, guys. Everybody cool.
It is what it is.
She's being a kid. She's being a bratty kid. That's all it is. She's being a bratty kid who's never been told no, who's never been disciplined, who's never been put in her place. That's all she's doing. Not impressed.
We family here, guys.
Hey, shut
All
the
right.
fuck up.
We family here,
All
guys.
right, no-
You don't like Brittany Renner. Brittany Renner, we fuck with her. Shut
Who's got
the
music
fuck up.
playing? All right. Let's relax. Let's reset the room for a second.
Nah, don't reset shit. The fuck we on?
We on the motherfucking
Charleston,
Dance Project, baby.
Motherfucking Capricorn in the motherfucking
In
building.
the builds.
Hey, let me tell you something. I don't care what you talking about, cause I really bad nigga in here shit. No, this is my touch up.
You good?
Listen, let me tell you something. Don't nobody get tell me shit about shit.
All
At the
right.
end of the day,
that.
Charleston,
Yes, ma'am.
this
Yes, ma'am.
this the motherfucking real nigga right
Yes,
here.
ma'am.
Right.
And if I didn't understand him,
Yes,
he didn't
ma'am.
understand me, we wouldn't understand each other.
Damn, that hand
So
strong.
what's up?
I'm just happy.
Yeah, I got a good grip.
Yeah, I see. Shit, you strong. Yeah, shit. I can tell you play sports.
Ma'am.
Yeah, I can tell
Ma-
you play sports.
ma'am.
Yeah, I did.
I can tell.
Yeah, I did.
Shit.
Ma'am.
You gotta. Hey, what's up? What we
Shout
doing,
out to everybody
Charleston?
I'm reading
Shout out
all that
everybody
shit on
out
there.
there.
Shit, I done got
I don't
into the
give a fuck.
comments. Just shit, I done got
These
into
menace satisfaction. Shut up, bitch. While real bitches talking.
All right, so let's reset. Get back to what we were talking
What are we
about.
talking about?
We're of
Peace, love, health, and wealth.
a grade 2 tear, Charles
love, health,
PJ, and everything that occurred, and that you do wish well for him of what everything that went.
I
on.
always do, cause you know what? I had a baby for him.
You may think that what I'm wearing right
What the hell? What the hell? Okay. Let me go back to the comments. Okay, I remember when you said it. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that, Jose, and that whole thing about Zacarías. Una loca ella. Sí. Está al garete. Okay, yeah. What I was saying earlier about the kid. Yeah. Millions and millions of women do it every day. Yeah. That shit hurts like a MF. She spent months in pain. I'm sure, but but I don't know. I mean, how big was the tear? That would be my question. How big was the tear? I mean, she spent months in pain. How big was the tear? Because I've had an operation in a matter of days. I was walking. But still, she had a baby. There's women who can't have kids. She wants them to look at. She wants them to look at her punani. Yeah. She wasn't behaving herself. That hurts. That hurts more than a C-section, and it takes longer to heal. I feel her pain. All right. Wait, but wasn't that her plan to have that little boy's kid? Well, she did. She did have the kid. She did have the kid. I mean, and much likely, very likely, mark my words, there is a good chance that now because PJ Washington is getting that contract extension that is worth millions of dollars, she's gonna want a raise in child support. Child support meaning baby mama pension because that's how she looks at it. I mean that was a pregnancy hustle in the words of back when Tariq Nasheed was somebody that I could actually respect from back in the day. In his words, that was a pregnancy hustle because she just wanted to get pregnant by him so she could get some child support out of it. The thing is that she is a number of years older than PJ, and he was just like out of high school, right out of high school, with her predator ass. Because she was being a predator. She is a number of years older than him. I mean, but the thing is that it's not looked down upon when it's women that are doing it. Let's be perfectly honest. Let's be perfectly honest. Okay. Oh, man. How didn't I hear about this interview? Well, I know that the interview, I had to cut it off, but I know that the interview continued, and maybe they cut that out when Brittany gives the lap dance. I didn't know that they had cut that out. I'm looking at that clip for the first time. But after the yelling and the cussing and the throwing bottles and shit, there was then it went into the lap dance. To my understanding, Charleston White is a married one, a married man. So, and most likely she knew it, but still. Now, put it on the guys because they I'll agree that that shouldn't have been allowed. Um, if the man is married, then no, he shouldn't have allowed her to to give him a lap dance. Now it's in the thumbnail a picture of her doing the lap dance, but apparently they clipped that off. So I don't know where that is. Maybe in a review or somebody else. You can look up the at the whole content. So it's very well. It was fake bipolar behavior. Well, a lot of people supposedly have bipolar behavior, and there are just people that just don't know how to act. Can't tell anymore these days. Isn't that more money for her? Yes, yes. Like I was saying, and now that with the contract station, she's gonna want a raise in child support or a bump in the baby mama pension. Yeah. Like you say, yes, Emily. Like that was your girl, huh? She was a pain. She was a pain. I mean, her presence in those shows may have given those shows ratings, but nobody liked her. Nobody liked her. Nobody misses her now. Yeah, she's. That's why I titled it. I mean that she's smoking something or snorting something or inhaling something, whatever. Right. So I don't understand why she is upset. Uh, nobody knows. Nobody knows. If she doesn't know, nobody knows. How many years have you been watching all of these black channels? Well, I don't look for them. I only see. I only watch a few. I don't watch the Dancer Project. I only learning about the Dancer Project because of this situation, but I don't really watch it. And it's only a few. It's only a few, and it's only what will make what will make sense to me. So it's actually, believe it or not, it's actually women's channels what I follow, because I know that I talk my shit when it comes to women, but it's never about hate. I actually follow more women's channels than men's channels. How long do I have living in the States? I've been living in the States since 2008. Yeah, that's when I moved to the States. I guess I'm gonna have to make a quick look about the lap dance. I'm gonna see what I can do while I look at the comments. Let me see if something comes up. Okay, I'm looking at it right now. Let's see if I can. Let me see. Hang on, guys. I may have something here. I'm gonna do something. Okay. Okay, watch and listen.
It's not pretty.
No,
No,
Miss
come on,
May.
please. Come on, man, please.
no.
Come
I
on, man,
need you to
please.
I need you to be
please.
kind and respectful to my guest.
That she needs to be respectful to the
Where
host.
that pig poker at, man?
Oh boy.
Go ahead and get the pig poker out.
All right.
Wait a minute. Wait
And
a minute.
she
I
keeps
did nothing
assaulting
with that.
people,
Oh,
making a mess, making a mess like a little girl.
For some reason, Brittany Renner goes on to a podcast, and I don't know if she was under the influence or something, if she had been drinking or smoking.
Yeah, apparently that's all. That's all that. That's all that is when it comes to that. The rest of this video goes over what I just what I already showed. Hey, Fulana, what's going on? You don't like Charleston White? That well, he may be controversial. He may be controversial. There may be people that find him to be too raw. I haven't listened enough to what he has to say for me to form an opinion. But yeah, he can be a bit can be controversial. What women we destroying today? Well, I mean, I'm only talking about a woman that is self-destructing herself. I'm not destroying her. She's self-destructing herself, and that is that whole situation with Brittany Redder and Charleston White, where she was acting like she was high on something. She was yelling at people, throwing things. Like I was saying to Morena, acting like Evelyn Lozada or something. Yeah. Do you follow the Manosphere channels? No. There might be things that they talk about that I might agree with, but it's gonna be some of the things. Some things that I might agree with, but not everything. Definitely, I don't agree with the whole. I don't know if MGTOW, those are the ones that to me are incels, that they don't want to talk to a woman. That's not what I want to do. I do like talking to a woman who has a good head on her shoulders. And there are some things that the Manosphere guys may say that I do agree with, but not everything. Not everything. So I don't consider myself like a Manosphere guy. 2008. No. That's the thing. That's the thing. Because when I came to the States, I was already an adult. I was already grown. I mean, I came here to take on an opportunity because things were getting a little rough down in Puerto Rico, as you know. And it was at around that time that there was that recession of the late 2000s. There was that recession, and because there was a recession here in the States, then there was a recession in Puerto Rico because it is directly connected to the United States. To whatever happens, if the United States gets a cold, Puerto Rico gets pneumonia because it gets like 10 times worse. Whatever happens happens here, it happens worse on the island. It filters down worse on the island. Yeah, it's been a few years. It's been a few years. Yeah, it's been a few years. But coming to America did change my life. It did change my life. I'll admit to that. I was thinking the same. She was definitely under the influence. Yeah. She was high on something. She needed to get her blood tested or something. She looked crazy. Right. Going over the comments. I had to look him up. Nobody I've seen before. Yeah. He's somebody who does like social commentary, but I understand that he's also a comedian. Evelyn Gonzalez is the Puerto Rico from is the Puerto Rico from that ghetto show. Well, at least that's what she claimed. At least that's what she claimed, that she was Puerto Rican. Maybe she was, but she was too hood. She was hood, and she's one of these so-called. She might claim that she's Puerto Rican, but I didn't sell her with other Puerto Ricans or Hispanics or Latinos because apparently she's one of those that might be too hood or too. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. Too black female identified, so-called empowered black female identify. They have their own set of behaviors. Do you agree with our talking points on certain things, depending on what we're talking about? Depending on what we're talking about, but not on on every single thing. If we're talking about that men and women are not the same, I will have to agree with that because there is something there are some things that a man is more natural at doing, and there are things that a woman is more natural at doing, and 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 those two things complement each other. That's an example. London, you from the Bronx. Oh, from the Bronx. Yeah, that is. I see that thing, that whole thing about certain diasporas that are from the Bronx that are really like really. They have that hood thing going on. When I hear Ramon speaking about women, it all sounds like hate and bitter. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter. I'm in a relationship with a woman right now. I'm not bitter. Pneumonia. Yeah. She's Puerto Rican to stateside. But the thing is that, how can I say? And this is something that should be like a subject for a live stream or some kind of a program, because I'm seeing a pattern with diasporans that they are kind of like more black identified. I seeing that with Evelyn Lozada, and I'm seeing that with Jocelyn Hernandez. The thing is that Jocelyn Hernandez, she's from the island. She's from the island, and she started seeing herself as being black, as in black American. But the problem is that the moment that she got into that altercation with Amber Rose, then it was black women that were telling her that she wasn't black. She shouldn't have been doing that. She should have stayed Puerto Rican, because it makes her look like there might be some issue with her identity that is unresolved. No, and I haven't forgotten. And I haven't forgotten. That's something that I do. It's something that I do want to go over. Is your new girlfriend black? I don't have a new girlfriend. I have been dealing on and off with the same person for a number of years, and she's Dominican. Jocelyn says she's Afro-Latina. Did she? Did she say that? Because to my understanding, she was saying that she was black. Wait, whoa, you're Puerto Rican. You're not North American black. You're Puerto Rican. There is a difference. I mean, she could be Afro descendant. Yes, but she's not black American. Yeah. They won't become rich and famous if they stay Hispanic. They have to pretend to be ratchet black to get attention. Really? Really? Is it really that necessary? Hmm. She's not confused. It appears that she has some serious issues. You're talking about Jocelyn? Mm. She always called herself the Puerto Rican princess. Yeah, well, that's true. That's true. But I think when it came to the altercation, that whole fight that she had, um, it, when it comes to Amber Rose, she was accusing her of denying her blackness, something like that. I mean, it's not her place to be doing that. It's not her place. Yeah, she does say she's black a lot. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying when it comes to that altercation. Now there is, let me see. And she was talking about that she was a different person now. I have a clip from when she had that interview with Per. Let me see if I can open it up. And one will figure that she was learning to have some more self respect and actually grow up because she's not 22 anymore. She's not 22 anymore. She's supposed to be older and wiser. Okay, let's listen a little bit to what she's saying.
Emotionally, and it's not even like a jaded thing, right? It's more of I know my value. I can have one conversation with a guy now, and I know exactly what he's about. So most of the guys that have presented themselves in front of me just want to fuck me. I'm not interested in that. And I'm going to keep an open mind and I'm going to keep an open heart. But I know by how a man approaches me, how he speaks to me, I know that there's that he wants more with me. It is just, I know. So that's where I'm like, I'm not going on dates right now. I'm not talking. I don't have somebody that we talk every few days, every day. I have no masculine energy besides like my family, our family friend Jerry. I have no masculine energy in my sphere, in my bubble. I don't, because I think I've focused on men and just dick in general for a very long time.
Enter the Spedience Gym Monster, an all-in-one home
Pardon
gym
the
solution that
interruption.
aims to deliver.
And now I'm just gonna get to the business. I understand that the window, the percentage, it's changed a lot from when I was 22. So all I can do is kind of equip myself financially, take advantage of the opportunities I have now to set myself up, because I can't rely on a man and someone coming to save me. I can only save myself now. So that's why dating's not a focal point, but I'm not like turning guys away that actually want to get to know me, like the real me, not just want to fuck me and say all the right things and fuck me, because I can see through that too. So I just use discernment now, where I'm like, no guys even really try to talk to me, like, or I should say, no guys that.
Like, I don't
No. Of course, guys. No. I'm saying, of course, there's guys in my DM, like random people.
Yeah.
But guys that I would be interested in, there's really nobody trying to talk to me like that, and that's okay. That's fine.
Would you date a guy that's a normal 9 to? Okay. Would you date a guy makes $40,000 per year and he's not hot? He's just like, all right, average guy.
Average guy.
He has a little beer. He's like skinny, little beer belly. No.
I take care of myself. I'm in the gym 4 to 5 times a week. At whatever his salary is, to me, I feel like I still want to be attracted to the person that I'm with. And
fair use. My bad. I didn't say that. Fair use. For the purposes of commentary.
And $45,000. Well, you could be in the gym. A gym membership's $20 a month. So if I had a kid a year and a half ago. I look damn good. So it's like, I would want someone who takes care of their body. So the beer belly is kind of where he lost me. It wasn't even really the money thing. It was like the attractiveness.
What if he was like dead in the face, but jacked? $40,000 a year.
No, I don't like what I'm looking at. And then, like, especially too, as they get older, like, I like the salt and pepper. Like, they get sexier. Like, I don't want to date someone that I'm not attracted to.
Would you date someone like 20, 30 years older? 30 years older.
He's salt and pepper and fine? Probably.
He's okay. Because it's just like, even when girls say they're like bringing down their standard, it's like, do we really?
I
Like,
think I think I'm like,
you know, percent of men most women find unattractive.
what?
Not just okay, unattractive.
Okay. What?
80. You probably find 80% of men unattractive. So even if like just, and that's why I say like, even if you find a guy attractive, like you just think he's fine, that means other girls think he's fine. That's top 20% of men. And it kind of puts us, and it kind of just puts us in the same predicament where it's like, through our 20s, like this is what the guys are complaining about. It's like, okay, through our 20s, we're gonna sleep around with the rappers, the entertainers, and maybe like, you know, most girls, I would say, I know the manosphere says differently, don't have access to the guys you would access to, right? But it could be like the town rapper, the town, like whatever it was, right?
Yeah.
And those guys will never commit, and if they do commit, they'll probably cheat. And then we come at 30 and say, take me now, maybe with a kid from someone.
Yeah.
And it's like the guy comes in and feels like he's like settled for, because the guys you really wanted were in your 20s. And it's kind of like what you're saying is kind of reiterating this, because you just said now, like, you don't have the guys you want in your DMs anymore.
Correct. But this is how it's meant to be, because a lot of people have villainized me and I've played into that. Actually, I'm going to say people have villainized me and I have villainized myself, because it's like, well, instead of fighting against it and, you know, I don't know, trying to convince people I'm actually a good-hearted person, it's easier to just be the villain. So I do feel like the villain element is a lot of, I would say more so what guys fear, right? Because they're thinking she's going to hurt me, she's going to write about me, she's going to this. So to be honest, I wasn't meant to be with any of those guys in my 20s. Like, it wasn't a match. Like, there's nobody then that I'm like, I wish they would take me seriously now. No. Like, I like them the same reason they like me. I'm trophy pussy to them.
Before Course Hero, I spent hours looking for help online, and when I was stuck on homework.
And they're basically trophy dick to me. We both got what we wanted. I mean, essentially, we wanted to have sex. That worked. I mean, yeah, you have sex and you maybe want to start being in a relationship, but I didn't fucking know them like that. There's a lot of guys I didn't really know on that level to even, it makes sense. So it's not even like you were saying, I'm trying to think of the sentence you said before we started this conversation, though, this topic. So it's not even that I'm like, oh, I wish I had those options. It's just more so like, that shit was shallow anyways. Everything was shallow about it. Like, you didn't really want to get to know me for me.
Yeah, but that's like the woman's point of view. You know what I mean? Like,
but they didn't want to if they wanted to get to know me for me, it'd been a little different.
Right. No, but I'm saying, like, from the men's point of view, it's going to be, and this is just, you know, again, what the guys are saying.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, you made all those, like, you let all those guys hit for free, and now I got to do all this.
Well, it's not even, I don't even look at it as, well, you did it for free, because I'm not a prostitute. Like, and I'm not a qualified escort.
Right. And that might not be how you look at it, but this is
crazy to me.
This is just how, like, this is how men see it. It's like, okay, blessing. Producer. You took your girl on dates, right? Yeah. How would you feel if you took her on, let's say, 5 dates before you hit? I don't know what y'all did. And then you found out that your Bob down the street hit without taking her on shit.
All right. I think that we're gonna stop it there. Yeah, but you get the gist. Let me scroll it back. I want you to. All right. I mean, the chat has been pretty lit. Appreciate you guys. Make sure that you hit the like. And I did drop the I did drop the link. Anybody that wants to come up and chat it up a little bit. Let me see. Okay, here it goes. Entertainment reasons. Yeah, I'm going back when it comes to the chats. But yeah, you heard her there. That was when she was in London on the Perp podcast, and that was the same podcast that that had Andrew Tate. You will think that I'm a big fan of Andrew Tate. I'm not. I'm not. I don't know if he considers himself manosphere, but the very first time that I saw Andrew Tate, he was having kind of like a date with this British girl, and in the middle of talking, I know that he wanted to establish some kind of a dominance, but he started raising his voice and kind of like being kind of shouting at the girl that was right in front of her, and I was like, dude, what the hell are you doing? Why are you shouting at her? I mean, you can look it up. It was like a date setting that he was having with this with the British girl, and and she and when he was trying to make a statement, trying to say what he had to say, and he was raising his voice and talking loudly at her, and that's when I was like, nah, nah, my dude. I mean, I always respect. I respect a man that shows a good example of how to behave as a man, but you don't need to shout at a woman. You don't need to do that, especially if she's not being disrespectful. Yeah, of course. She was one of these empowered types that was always saying the typical buzzwords like toxic masculinity this and patriarchy that, and those things can be a little bothersome because that's for the most part not true. Whole thing with uh, the whole patriarchy is basically trying to make it seem like it's anti-women, oppressive to women, but the only real privileges that we have as men in patriarchy is that we have to lay down our lives for women. Mhm. He must look good and good, of course. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, if as a woman, if the woman looks good, she will want a man with her that looks good. That's basically how it is in our culture. So I'm not really disagreeing with that. I mean, in Hispanic culture, Latin culture, we, the women are very particular about being with somebody that they find handsome, even if he's not rich. She's pretty young and trashy. I'm sure many black men are lusting after her. What are you saying, Blood Moon? That's how all black men are, or the majority are? That they just want trash? But I'm cloud watching. Hey, Arby, what's happening? What's up, everyone? Yeah, you can cloud watch. Hit the like. Hey. I'm not sure what trophy D is. Is it rich pin? Yeah, yeah, pretty much that's what it is. The trophy D is like the D that comes with some money. Hey. Okay, and when it comes now, there is another clip. There is another clip from a while back, but this is when she was talking with Vlad, and she was elaborating as to how her childhood was. Let me see if I can pull it up. And this is something that this does have to do with it to a degree because um we all know what she was doing when she was more out and about, and well, she's still wild, but when she was even worse, when she was being passed around. Remember, she said herself, I don't have a clip in which she says that, but she said herself that her idol was Superhead. If you don't know who Superhead is, she was kind of like a supposed to be like a video vixen back in the 2000s, and she was infamous for hooking up with a whole bunch of guys. This is before the social media era. um and she ended up like having a kid by one of them, and she was hanging around with several different like actors and athletes, and she was hooking up with all of them, and she had a reputation. She had a reputation for being like really good when it came to oral sex, and that's why she's still called Superhead. I mean, um Karine, I think that's her first name, but she's better known as Superhead. There is a reason for it. It's not without merit, if you could call it that. Okay. Okay, Pearl doesn't know anything about men. She has never been around them. Well, if her dad counts and her brothers and maybe male friends, if that counts, I guess. Oh my God, Brittany Griner is still complaining. Yeah, yeah, she is, and now she has like more of a reason to be salty, like I was mentioning before, because PJ Washington apparently he got a contract extension that is worth like $50 million. So I don't know what is she salty about. She can go to like the child support place and demand an increase, because that's usually what that's usually how it goes. So I don't know. I don't know what is she salty about. Maybe that she could have secured it better. She couldn't make herself the guy's wife, and she's salty about that part. Okay. Per must have dated a few men. I'm sure she had. I'm sure she had. She used to be with this TikToker who was like a big heavyset guy, and there were videos of that. You can look it up. I mean, he's like a TikTok personality who is like a big guy, a heavyset guy, and not even he will stay with her. And this was a heavyset guy, and apparently in one of the videos, he was talking to her on camera and tried to kind of like propose to her, and it didn't work. And this is a big dude. This is a fat guy, big guy, TikTok personality. You can look it up, Pearl's boyfriend, and see what comes up. You can search for that. Isn't Tate red pill? I don't think he considers himself red pill on Manosphere. He has kind of like moved away from those labels, and he's like doing his own thing, him being his own person, from what I understand. Just be just be proud to slot Brittany and get over or change. Is very simple. I mean, does she really want to change? If she's getting all the attention that she wants right now with her antics, do you really think that she wants to change? Morena, supposedly she lost her bee to a horrid-looking black homeless man. She's insipid and flabby. No one wants her, at least not the ones she wishes to have. Are you talking about Brittany or are you talking about Pearl? This isn't really about Pearl. I just showed that clip, that video that which she was kind of like talking about how she's different now. Now she has like a different approach to dating and when it comes to dealing with guys, and maybe that's not entirely untrue, but the but she is into this antics. It's like she's not growing. She's not growing. Okay. A lot of different types of men like 304s. There are different types of men that like the 304s, but only to have fun with. Let's be perfectly clear. It's not about wifing them up. It's about having fun with them, because there are just women that are just good enough for that. There are women that are just good enough for that. Let's be perfectly honest. They're not wife material, and And the guys, it's kind of like the song says. I mean, you can't make a whole a housewife. There is a whole song that says that. Chronic 2001. It's actually called Wife. The song that is called Wife. You can't make a whole a housewife. I'm not playing the song because of the whole copyright thing. Whores get married every day. Well, maybe the ones that can hide it. The ones that can hide it good enough to some simp. Because unfortunately, there is a spectrum when it comes to men. There is a spectrum, and there is always gonna be. There are cleanup men. There are cleanup men. That is a thing. Unfortunately, now I'm gonna bring up my first guest. Guys, don't be shy. I'm gonna be putting. I haven't. One of these days, I may learn how to pin the link to the panel on the top. I will learn one of these days. But in the meantime, I'm gonna bring up my first guest. What's going on, Jose?
Good evening, Ramon. As I stated before, what you do is the easiest way to do it. The pin is like before you go live. Put the link in the chat, and then when you go to your laptop and take a look at the link, you're going to see 3 dots. One of the dots is going to instruct you to pin the link.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I will have to go on the browser. It's not gonna be on the backstage. I can't do it from the backstage, right?
No, but what you do is either with your laptop or with another device.
With the phone, I can do it with the
Yes.
phone.
Yes, you can.
Okay, let me try that. I have my phone in my hand.
Okay. Well, first of all, good evening, everyone in the chat. Good evening, Gigi, Irby, Morena, Black Moon, and everybody else. It's good to be here.
All right, it's good to see you here. Yeah, I mean, so were you able to listen in to the clip of the interview and the para?
No, I'm going to have to watch in the playback because I just got home from working another, doing overtime again tonight.
Okay. No, it was basically, well. Let's do the following.
Okay.
I'm gonna be. I guess I could play it again since it's not that long.
Mm-hmm.
Let me share. And I'm gonna be playing it now.
PJ just got an amazing contract. How does that make you feel as a woman knowing that's your baby father? What is your first view on that?
Honestly, I want my child's father to win.
Exactly.
It's just what it is. And regardless of what people say, I believe he deserves whatever he feels he's worthy of. So, whatever that contract looks like, that's what it looks like. And I didn't have a child. I had a second degree tear. You know what that looks like?
I'm gonna say
Hello?
no. I'm gonna say no for all of us.
Is everybody fucking listening?
Say no.
Hello?
Yeah, you're
A second degree tear. You know what that looks like?
Yeah, she goes from talking about the contract to start yelling and cussing in like 3 seconds flat, something like that. No need.
It kind of reminds me of a guest that I had on my last stream, which I had to remove.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Let's continue with this.
Mm-hmm.
boy was that big when you had him.
He was, I think it was 8.1.5.
That means she had a big baby.
Almost 9 pounds, right?
Another NBA player.
Does that matter to you? Does that matter to you? Who had such a motherfucking opinion about me?
Wait,
Does
time
that
out.
matter?
It's grew. My opinion changed, but
Hold
yeah,
on! Answer the motherfucking question.
no. No, it didn't initially. No, hell no.
Okay, I had a second-degree tear. That means they sewed me up.
Yeah, okay.
Right. You know what that means? That means I love that motherfucker. My pussy was fucking split open for him.
Right.
You understand that? You lost 9 pounds.
Big one.
Okay.
Gratefully, I had a 5-pound baby.
Good for you.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
baby was almost 9 pounds.
Big boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is. All right.
No, I wanted to say that because I think it is important. A lot of people do
What's important?
that. You do wish well for them.
Most.
Here's the thing. Let me just tell you, you and every one of the motherfuckers that are commenting, she's doing too much.
She is doing too much.
At the end of the day, this pussy had a second-degree tear. Do you know what that means?
You just taught us.
Ripped.
What is it?
Ripped.
Thank you, Charleston.
Ripped open.
Ripped.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, boy had a head like his daddy.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, your boy had a head like
Now
his daddy.
now she's kicking things over. I mean, you go over. Now she's kicking things over. Like, what is it? What is it? Did she get bothered? Did she get bothered? Nobody asked her about how her vajayjay ended up like after giving birth. Okay, the baby was like 9 pounds. When I was born, I was 9 pounds. My mom didn't complain. She took it. She dealt with it. Took it like a champ. I mean, a lot of women give birth to 9-pound babies. We hear it all the time. Okay,
Yeah,
maybe it did tear up a little bit, but it got fixed. It got healed. Okay, maybe it did. It was painful for a while, but I mean, you've had an operation. I've had an operation. We know that there is a healing period, and for a time maybe you can't move around as well. But the pain doesn't stay. Wow, like super painful forever.
Yeah, but let's keep it real. I mean, the earlier generations are different compared to the generations of today.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hold on.
So, a ripped fucking vagina. Let me hold on.
Say it again. Say it again. For the people in the back.
Let me tell you something. 50 pounds. Do you hear what I'm saying?
That boy born 50 pounds?
No, you gained.
I gained 50 pounds.
Oh, shit.
Charleston, 50
Okay.
pounds.
And
That's just somebody, I'm just whatever. It's about money. Let me tell you something. I can't be bought.
Hello.
That's what all these people in the chat can't seem to understand. They think I can't be bought.
yes, she
They
can.
think that it's just about money. It's just whatever.
Yes.
It's the highest bidder. I believe in true love.
Hello.
I heard her say that. But you
I
know,
said
we
it
be thinking-
100 fucking times.
Huh.
Hey, listen.
Hello.
Now,
I
listen.
didn't want to fucking say shut the fuck up when a real bitch is talking.
Okay.
Shut up.
Okay.
Shut
Get
the
the room.
fuck up.
Take the room.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Yes, ma'am. Here we go.
Because I'm a real fucking bitch. You hear what I'm saying?
Talk.
And I care. And I'm a hopeful romantic. But I can't control. At the end of the day, I try to force something that wasn't mine. That wasn't my person. And that's okay. He's sitting over there motherfucking. Shut the fuck up.
Oh shit.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up when I'm talking.
That's peripherals.
Shut up.
That's peripherals.
Seriously, shut the fuck up when I'm talking. Because if you ever felt real love to where you have a motherfucking second-degree tear, hello?
Wait.
You see, that whole thing. That,
Oh shit.
Hello?
now she's really being
You
a
don't know
whole
what
rat.
it's fucking like.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry. I meant to hit this
Wrong
nigga.
guy. Wrong guy.
The thing is that she actually hit somebody. She actually grabbed a bottle of water and she actually threw it and hit the wrong person that she wanted to. She wanted to hit one guy, hit someone else. Like what the hell? Well, she shouldn't have been throwing things anyway. What is she? 8 or something?
Let me tell you
Wrong guy,
something.
champ. Wrong guy,
Shut the
champ.
fuck up. This right here is about to go. Let me tell you something.
We good. We good.
Shut up
We good,
when
we
I'm
good.
fucking talking. Yo, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hit you. I meant to hit that nigga. Because you sitting over here laughing.
All right, chill. Relax.
I ain't chilling.
Relax.
Because at the end of the day, it ain't your pussy. Hey, listen. I hear you. Hey, listen, that's fine. But guess what? You protecting him is what it is. Is it not? Is it not? Is it not?
She hit the wrong nigga,
Hey,
champ.
don't be sitting over there laughing. Let me tell you, I ain't talking to you. I ain't talking to him right here. I ain't talking about. Then bat me in my shit. Then
Champ, she cool.
bat me in my shit.
Apologies, champ.
Bat me in my shit.
Yeah, she's basically kind of like instigating, like hit me, well, hit me. That's basically what she seems to be saying, like instigating the guy to do something, knowing that he can't. That it's not likely that he's gonna do that. Because if it were to happen, if it actually were to happen, he's gonna end up in jail, but hurting her real bad too.
All right, then shut the
Shannon
fuck
Briggs
up.
right here tripping out. We're good. We're good.
Apologies, champ.
At the end of the day, all right, I don't give a fuck you talking about, lady. I don't care. At the end of the day, nobody knows what I went through. Nobody knows what I'm going through. So nobody, you, him, whoever the fuck, you don't get to sit here and talk about shit. Ain't nobody drunk bitch talking about nothing.
We family
What's
here.
up?
We family here.
What's up?
We family here.
What's up?
Champ. No,
I ain't talking about nothing.
We're all right, champ.
I ain't talking about nothing.
We family.
This is Charleston's people, not mine.
She all right,
It's
champ.
Charleston's
She all right,
people.
champ.
No, we family.
He said you all right.
I ain't no fucking security, bitch.
I don't give a fuck what you talking
Come on,
about.
champ.
Bat me in my
champ.
shit then.
It's all good.
Bat me in my shit then.
Come on.
The guy that she's yelling at, instigating. I understand that he's like a boxer, like a big guy who actually fights, who actually boxes, and she's trying to instigate and cause somebody like that out. All of this this empowerment shit is making certain types of women very empowered, entitled, I should say.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
Chill.
Yeah, but
Let's
hit your
relax.
motherfucking buzzer, bitch.
All right, let's reset the room. Let's reset the room.
It is what it
guys.
is.
Let's reset the room.
It
guys.
is what it is.
Everybody cool, guys. Everybody cool.
It is what it is.
Why does he give her the bottle of water? Why does he give her the bottle of water just so she can grab it and use it on someone else?
I got a better question. Why she's not on her meds?
Yeah, well. I mean, she's hiding something.
That's the more. I mean, that's the more
And to a degree, and to a degree, I have to say that it's on the guys. It's on the guys there because they were kind of sitting back and maybe they're trying to get some entertaining out of it, but wouldn't put her in her place. It was only like one of the guys that are off camera that were actually telling her to shut up and at least saying something. I mean, they didn't have to call her a bitch, but but at least it's speaking on, kind of like that she needs to get her act together. She needs to act better. But the guys that are right next to her, nobody's telling her anything. So it's on them too. It's their fault too that she feels that she can go into somebody's house and act a fool and kick things, throw things, hit people with things. Yeah, I do blame them. I do blame them because I mean, in my tiny little, I don't know. I might have used the belt. She comes at me with that shit.
We family here, guys.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
We family here, guys.
You don't like Brittany Renner. We fuck with her.
Who's got music playing? All right. Let's relax. Let's reset the room for a second.
Nah, don't reset shit. The fuck we on?
We on the motherfucking
Charleston,
Dancer Project, baby.
motherfucking Capricorn in the motherfucking building.
In the builds.
Hey, let me tell you something. I don't care what you talking about, cause I really bad nigga in here shit. No, this is my touch up.
You good?
Listen, let me tell you something. Don't nobody get tell me shit about shit.
All
At the
right.
end of the
Jill,
day,
close that.
Charleston,
Yes, ma'am.
this
Yes, ma'am.
this the motherfucking real nigga right
Yes,
here.
ma'am.
Right.
And if I ain't
Oh.
understand him,
Yes,
he
ma'am.
understand me, we wouldn't understand each other.
Down that hand.
So what's up?
I'm just happy.
Yeah, I got a good grip.
Yeah, I see. Shit, you strong. Yeah, shit. I can tell you play sports.
Ma'am.
Yeah, I can tell you play sports.
Ma'am.
Yeah, I did.
I can tell.
Yeah, I did.
Shit.
Ma'am.
You gotta. Hey, what's up? What we
Shout
doing,
out to everybody
Charleston?
I'm reading
Shout out
all that
everybody
shit
in
on
the
there.
group.
Shit, I done got
I don't
into the
give a fuck.
comments. Just shit, I done
Giving
got
these
into
men satisfaction. Shut up, bitch. While real
Mhm.
bitches talking.
All right, so let's reset. Get back to what we were talking
What are we
about.
talking about?
We're
Peace, love, health, and wealth.
a grade 2 tear, Charles,
love, health, and
PJ, and everything that occurred, and that you do wish well for him of what everything that went
I
on.
always do, cause you know what? I had a baby for him.
All right. So we we got the gist on it. How about well, the thing is that again, I put blame on the guys too. Those guys, none of them were saying shit. I don't know if I don't think they were necessarily like intimidated, but they were just trying to let her talk, let her talk herself into looking bad. I mean, she was trying to, she was doing that to herself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm looking super happy. Sure who she is or was. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. But the thing is that now that she's older, she's trying to pass herself as something that she's not. And I understand that she got pregnant again by a young dude. Poor kid. Poor kid. Actually, yeah. And that comment that really quick, that comment that you put in, Golden, I hope that you're okay. I hope that you're okay. I forgot that maybe you might have been affected by the hurricane. So hopefully that you and yours are doing okay. I talked to my sister, and she's doing fine. But yeah. I mean, she was already, by the time I talked to her, the hurricane had already passed her. Yeah. Her dad and brothers don't count. I mean, okay. This is from an earlier comment. Yeah. Lucky for him, they didn't get married. Yeah. Lucky for him. Definitely lucky for him. Yeah, I'm good. They just hand money like that. The state that she lives in conservatives. All right. Yeah, well, good for her. Yeah, go on, Jose. Go on, Jose. What I go through the comments.
Yeah, but look, let me tell you something. Look, what little I see of this, and I'm going to try to be politically correct. This individual. I mean, she appears to be bipolar at least. But the fact of the matter is, if you have someone who gets upset very easily, you have to be mindful what you say, because sometimes what people will do is that they'll goad someone to act a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I already seen it happen, and when you have certain individuals that will try to like to goad someone to act a certain way, and then they act a certain way, and then they make sport of it, which is not. It is not a good thing. Okay, and it just to me that's kind of like exploitation.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
So I see in the comments that you're talking about the whole thing with Steve Harvey. Boy, that's a whole subject altogether. That was, ay, ay, ay. The thing is that a lot of people seem to have known for a long time that Steve basically was being a cleanup man for his wife, and because she before being with him, she was with some street dude or something like that. I'm talking about Lori's dad, because Lori may be named Lori Harvey, but that's not Steve Harvey's kid. He gave her the name, and still, the mom cheats and makes him look bad. Uh but then again, he's always pandering all this simp shit, and look what that's doing to him now. Yeah, he did his first wife, then screw her out the kids and the mom. Yeah. I heard something like that. I heard something about that, and he got together with who he is now, and now she's kind of pimping him. She's kind of doing him like uh, Will Smith's wife is doing, disrespecting him, making him look bad, even though he's providing everything for her. No respect.
Yeah. To be perfectly honest, I was going to do a string tonight, but I'm going to do it tomorrow night
Hmm.
regarding the Karens.
Oh boy, the Karens. Yeah. I have come across a few videos of them, of how they act, how they even act with the police when they get stopped by the cops. Even with the cops, they act up. They really act a fool because they think that laws don't apply to them, and that they have these privileges, and that they even without being arrested say, "Take your hands off me." And so you're under arrest. No.
Well,
Like
you know,
they're accepted. They live in their own little world.
well, the delusion is real. I mean, let's keep it real. I mean, you have some of these people that act like, they own the world, and that, that like they have their own warped sense of reality.
Hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah.
But right now the temperature is 63 degrees, so it's warm outside.
I will need a jacket if it was 66 degrees over here. I will need a jacket
Why?
because it's chilly. That's chilly for
No,
me.
it's summer.
Nah. Nah, don't start. Let's not start with that.
Oh, that's right. Multi is having doing a live a couple of minutes as well, but I just wanted to come over here and show some support. When I get a chance, I'll share your stream on my community tab.
All right. Cool. Well, I was kind of like about um to wrap up anyway, because I think I have been over the subject enough. So yeah. I mean, I guess I could start wrapping it up.
Well,
Mhm.
first of all, before I just want to say thank you for allowing me on the platform. So I'm going to ask that all those that are still watching, and then those who are watching on the replay, please consider subscribing to the Introvert Boricua and showing some love. Subscribe, and then hit the bell notification, so therefore you'll be notified whenever he does produce content. Unfortunately, it's very irregular at times.
Yeah. And I'm not consistent enough. So, but guys, everybody listening, do what Jose says. Like and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications.
Yes.
So, yeah. Anything else that you wanted to add before we end?
No, look, the only thing I can say is that when you're dealing with individuals
Hmm.
that are very emotional, that get triggered very easily, you have to be mindful about what you say because people can trigger very easily. And then when you have people who know this, and then they go this person, they act a certain way. I mean, that's like putting a loaded gun in a person that's mentally disturbed.
Mhm.
Okay, and unfortunately, they use these people, for sport at their expense, and that's not a
Mhm.
good thing at all.
Okay. I see. I see. All right.
But thank you very much, and have a good night. And remember, it's 111 days until the first
Uh,
day of winter.
yeah, yeah. No, no, but I mean, I'm not looking forward to that. Absolutely
Well,
not.
I
That you can have it. You can have it. You can keep it. The cold, you can keep it. I don't want it. I don't want it.
well, maybe God will be merciful and grant us a nice cold winter for a change.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Well, in
So,
any case, good night. Thank you very much, Ramon, and take care.
all right. Thanks for coming up, Jose. Have a good one.
You too. Bye.
All right. So, I mean, basically that's what I wanted to get into when it comes to the main subject. I mean, it was fun to come up here and having you guys in the chat, and we could exchange. You could have joined the panel, but maybe we can do that next time. I'm gonna be coming up with another subject soon, but this is something much more tragic, much more tragic. But until then, this has been Introvert Boricua. Appreciate you guys in the chat. Shout out to you. I see you, Morena, Blood Moon, Herbie, Golden. I know that you guys are gonna be going to the other stream, but appreciate you coming by. And until then, I'm gonna see you on the next one. Have a good one. Peace.